Throughout history, myths have served as the backbone of cultures, weaving together the fabric of beliefs, traditions, and moral teachings. These stories, often rich with symbolism and steeped in the supernatural, reflect the values and fears of the societies that birthed them. Yet, beneath the surface of these captivating tales lies a complex interplay of truth and fiction, reality and imagination. Exploring the origins of these myths reveals not only the stories they tell, but also the truths they conceal. Take, for instance, the myth of the Minotaur, a creature half man and half bull, said to roam the labyrinthine halls of King Minos's palace on the island of Crete. According to legend, the Minotaur was born from a union between Pasiphae, the queen of Crete, and a magnificent bull sent by Poseidon. This myth speaks to the themes of power, control, and the consequences of defying the gods. Yet the truth behind the Minotaur may lie in the historical context of the Minoan civilization, which was known for its advanced architecture and intricate labyrinthine structures. Scholars suggest that the labyrinth could symbolize the complex political and social systems of the time, while the Minotaur itself might have represented the sacrifices made in the name of power and stability. The story, then, becomes a cautionary tale about the dangers of hubris and the moral complexities of leadership. Similarly, the tale of Medusa, the Gorgon with snakes for hair, captures the imagination with its vivid imagery and dramatic narrative. In mythology, Medusa was once a beautiful maiden cursed by Athena, transformed into a monster whose gaze could turn men to stone. This myth speaks to themes of beauty, jealousy, and the consequences of angering the divine. However, the origins of Medusa's story may reveal a deeper truth. Some scholars propose that Medusa was not simply a victim of Athena's wrath, but a symbol of female rage and empowerment. In a patriarchal society where women were often silenced, Medusa's transformation could represent a rebellion against the constraints placed upon women. The myth, therefore, evolves into a narrative of empowerment, illustrating how societal norms can shape and distort the stories we tell. The myth of the phoenix, a bird that rises from its ashes, is another captivating tale that speaks to the human experience of renewal and resilience. In various cultures, the phoenix symbolizes rebirth, immortality, and the cyclical nature of life. The story of the phoenix has its roots in ancient Egyptian and Greek mythology, where it was often associated with the sun and the idea of eternal life. The underlying truth of the phoenix myth resonates with the universal human experience of overcoming adversity. It reflects the belief that, despite the trials and tribulations one may face, there is always the potential for renewal and transformation. The phoenix serves as a reminder that life is a series of cycles, and with each ending comes the promise of a new beginning. The myth of Atlantis, the fabled lost city, has captivated imaginations for centuries. First mentioned by the philosopher Plato, Atlantis was described as a powerful and advanced civilization that ultimately fell out of favor with the gods and sank into the ocean. The allure of Atlantis lies in its mystery and the possibility of a utopian society that once existed. However, the truth behind Atlantis may be more grounded in reality than fantasy. Some historians suggest that the story of Atlantis was inspired by the Minoan civilization, which experienced a catastrophic volcanic eruption on the island of Santorini. This event could have led to the collapse of Minoan society and served as a cautionary tale about the fragility of civilization. The myth of Atlantis, then, becomes a reflection on human ambition and the consequences of moral decay, urging societies to remain vigilant against their own hubris. The tale of Bigfoot, a creature said to inhabit the forests of North America, is a modern myth that continues to intrigue and perplex. Descriptions of Bigfoot vary, but it is often depicted as a large, hairy, ape-like being. The origins of this myth can be traced to indigenous folklore, where similar creatures are often mentioned in stories that convey respect for nature and the unknown. The truth behind Bigfoot may lie in humanity's relationship with the wilderness and the fear of the unknown. As urbanization encroaches on natural habitats, the legend of Bigfoot serves as a reminder of the mysteries that still exist in the world and the importance of preserving the environment. The myth encapsulates humanity's desire to connect with nature while grappling with the fear of what lies beyond the familiar. In exploring these myths, one begins to see a pattern. They are not merely fanciful tales, but reflections of human experience, societal values, and the quest for understanding in an often chaotic world. Myths serve as a means of coping with the complexities of existence, providing frameworks through which cultures can process their fears, aspirations, and moral dilemmas. They illustrate the timeless struggle between good and evil, the pursuit of knowledge, and the search for identity. As we delve deeper into the origins and truths behind these captivating narratives, we uncover the shared human experiences that transcend time and geography. Myths remind us that, despite our differences, we are all bound by common threads of hope, fear, love, and loss. They encourage us to reflect on our own lives, our choices, and the stories we tell ourselves and others. In the end, the fascinating myths of our world serve as both mirrors and windows. They reflect our innermost thoughts and desires while providing glimpses into the lives and beliefs of those who came before us. The truth behind these myths may often be obscured by layers of interpretation and embellishment, yet their enduring power lies in their ability to connect us to our shared humanity. Through these stories, we find not only entertainment, but also wisdom, guidance, and the profound understanding that we are all part of an intricate tapestry woven together by the tales we tell.